Hello children, welcome back again. We are here with our history class. As you know that we have already started chapter 2 of history, the earliest societies, and some introduction part was also done in our first class. So today we'll be starting from the book so that the things which you wanted to know, that will be clear, okay, because some of you are not having the books, so it's better for them if we understand from the book part, okay. So let us start now. See here, before I begin with the chapter, let us know that some pictures are given here. See, as by seeing this picture you can understand that this is about the early man, right? But see the changes, okay. It has started from past to the present, okay. Now see, first is Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo neanderthals, and Homo sapiens. Okay, 3.5 to 2.5 million years ago. Okay, 2.3 to 1.8 million years ago, 1.9 million to 400,000 years ago, 150,000 to 40,000 years ago, and here it is 120,000 years ago. Now see the time period, okay. It is believed that the ancestor or the human beings, or we can say that Homo sapiens, okay, it is a scientific word. It is said that Homo sapiens or human beings, their ancestors from the great ape family, okay. It is believed that. So you can see the changes, and also you can see this line. Hundreds of thousand years ago, human being looked very different from how they look today. The way they lived was also very different. But over time, they began to evolve. Evolve means change. Okay, gradually they started changing or change. Okay, the picture shows the main stage of that evolution. Evolution means one certain kind of changes that had leads to human beings. That is called evolution. Okay, study it carefully and note down the change you observe between the first and the last figure. What are the similarities? Now see, just look at the picture. Just see the pictures of this. These are the, it looks like a great ape, or if you look, if its figure is like an ape, right? So after this, slowly the human has started becoming actual human, okay. So that is the from where it has started, that is called a society, okay. From where they have started living together, from where they started using different kind of materials for cooking food, they started preparing their own food, okay. They started preparing the weapons to kill the animals, okay. That slowly has started to become a human. So see here, for the earliest period of human society, there is no written record. We have already learned this one, that written records was not there. So historians and archaeologists depends on archaeological remains. Now see, archaeological remains means the thing that remains, okay, that is called archaeological, and it is mostly in unwritten forms. That means no written records are there, okay. So archaeological remains and fossils. So fossil is we can give a best example of archaeology to gather information. So the historians, what they used to do, as there is no written records, so they have understand from the fossil fuel, whatever they got it from there, they have noted down that this early man existence was there many years back, okay. Their studies have shown that humans evolved first in Africa. See, first humans have started in Africa, from where they gradually spread to other parts of the globe. As you know, humans are nomads, okay. They were the nomads. They used to move from one place to another. But the first human they have seen in where? They have seen in Africa, okay. After that, they went to different parts of the world, okay. Since the tools used by these early humans were mostly made up of stone, as I have already told you that at that period of time where early man was there, they used to use what kind of tools? That was made of stones, okay. That stone tool they used to use for that period, or for that reason you can say the period of human evolution is also known as Stone Age, okay. As the humans, they used to use tools of stone, for that cause it was known as Stone Age. Got it? There are different phases of the Stone Age. First is Paleolithic, that is first one, Old Stone Age. Next you have Mesolithic or the Middle Stone Age, and the Neolithic or the New Stone Age. Okay, so let us start with the Paleolithic. See, what is Paleolithic? The earliest phase of the Stone Age was the Paleolithic, the first stage, or as we can say, the first Stone Age. The first Stone Age was the Paleolithic, or you can say Old Stone Age. Okay, the word Paleolithic, now see, the word Paleolithic is a Greek word meaning old stone. Okay, although the dates of the Old Stone Age varied from region to region, it is generally believed to have lasted between 2.5 million years ago to about 10,000 BCE. See, last time I have explained you all with the help of a timeline, so you can understand that this Old Stone Age was there in 10,000 BCE. That means from 500,000 to 10,000 BCE, you can say Old Stone Age. 500,000 is not mentioned here, but as 2.5 million years ago they have told, so we can round up that this certain period of time this Paleolithic age was there. Okay, the Paleolithic age was therefore the longest phase of this Stone Age. Is one of the most historical, one of the most longest you can say age, okay, in the Indian history, extending for about 2 million years. Okay, now what kind of food they used to have? See, Old Stone Age, human beings were mainly hunter-gatherers, hunting animals and gathering fruits, nuts and berries for food. Thus, in this phase, they lived the life of nomads. See, I have discussed you with nomads, as they used to gather different kind of foods. They used to hunter. Okay, they were like they don't know how to prepare their own meal, so they used to depend on different kind of gathering. They used to hunt the animals and they gather it, and whatever things they get, okay, they nuts, fruits, animals, berries, whatever things they get, they used to have that. And even they were nomads, because if the climate suddenly will change, they will they will switch on to another place. Okay, so they were not having a proper residence. They were just a nomads who used to move from one place to another. Got it? See, they were forced to move on. See, why they were forced to move on? First reason is the landscape changed due to natural disaster like earthquake, floods or drought. Okay, sometimes this kind of calamities was there. For this reason, they have to leave the one place and they have to shift to another place. Okay. Next is continuous hunting and gathering led to reduction of plants and animals in that area, forcing people to move to newer places in search of food and shelter. See, first was natural calamities, for that reason they have to move. Second was that when they used to do hunting and gathering, there was reduction of plants. Means sometime what happened, they used to get the plants and animals in a very less part. So whenever they find that animals and plants are in less quantity, they were forced to move into a newer place for searching for food and shelter. Okay, and the last was that there was an inadequate supply of water. See, this was also the reason that they have to move from another place, because insufficiency of water, because sufficient water was not there. So you understood why the early man were nomads. Okay, as they were hunter and gatherer, but due to some reason they have to move from one place to another. First was your natural disaster, you can say natural calamities. Next you have scarcity of food. Okay, so scarcity of food means that where they were not getting enough food. Okay, that time they have to shift. Third, when they don't get the enough water, inadequate supply of water. So food part is okay to you all. I think you have understood food part. Next is your tools. Now see, early humans started making tools out of stone for hunting animals and for protection. See, why they used to make different kind of stone tools? Why they used to have weapons like stone? Why they used to make? Because that time different animals were there, and to make themselves protect, they have to use these tools. Okay. Around 2.6 million years ago, this act was of great significance, as it showed that the Stone Age humans had started thinking in a manner that set them apart from other animals. See, from from now to 2.6 million years ago. Means you can say that many millions of years ago, when there was nothing. Okay, there was nothing, but around that time what happened, now how the humans started thinking, now how they started thinking about if we go to any animals, near any animals, we know that the animals going to, they are going to eat us, or we know that they are going to harm us. In the same way, the early man also, they were have some kind of knowledge that if they went near them, that they will be harmful for them. So for that reason, they started preparing different kind of tools. Okay, and that tools was mostly made of flint. See, flint is a special kind of way of making tools. Okay, they used to use this flint, a special kind of stone that could be chipped easily. Therefore, early humans generally settled in areas where there was abundant supply of flint. Different kind of you can say that you can say a stone, but it was a very sharp stone. Okay, with that sharp stone, they used to make different kind of shapes in the in the stone itself. Okay, and they used to use that stones, okay, for throwing purpose, for fighting with the animals, for killing the animals. Okay, not only animals but different things. Okay, and wherever they used to find this kind of flint stones, they used to reside there, they used to stay there. Okay, now see, archaeologists have discovered a variety of crude stone tools such as hand axe. See, these are the stone tool that was used in the Paleolithic age. First is a hand axe. See, in Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic, the tools are not same, children. It will be different. Okay, so try to understand that in Paleolithic, hand axe was there, choppers, scrapers and bholas. That is a round stone. Okay, round stone was there at Paleolithic sites. Bones and wooden sticks were used to make harpoons for fishing, needles for stitching and blade for cutting. So different kind of you can say the tools they used to use for killing purposes. Okay, for protecting purposes they used to use. Now look at this picture. How early humans made and used stone tools. See, first thing, see how they, just look at the shape of the tools. Okay, just see how nicely and how polishedly they have made it. See, they took large stone like flint, okay, which break into sharp pieces when struck. See, look at the second picture. They repeatedly struck the stone with another hard object till the desired shape was achieved. Okay, see, look at how they are throwing, how they are making up the shapes. See, in third picture, see, the stone was further sharpened by chipping away small pieces along its edges. See, from the sides edges, they started making this in a very sharp, in a very curved manner. Okay, see, front view. See, these are the front view. Left, this is just look at the side, left side, and side view of the finished tool, a hand axe. See, this was a actual hand axe. Okay, from how they have, just see the preparation, how nicely they used to make the tools. Okay, and this is a bhola. See, a bola, you can stay it's look like a spherical, but it's a stone tool. Okay, a bola is a spherical stone tool that might have been used by early humans to stun and bring down prey from a distance. Means they used to throw this and they bring back the prey. Prey means, you know, you can say a shikari. If they wanted to have something, then they used to throw this kind bola stone, so that they can catch the any kind of animal, any kind of bird or anything. Okay, from the distance place. Next you have this, a hand axe from old stone. See, look at the hand axe shape. A hand axe is one of the oldest tool in human history. It was usually composed of flint. See, flint is a one kind of tool or one kind of stone that used to hit the another stone to make it in a proper manner, to make it in a proper shape. Okay, it was possibly used for throwing at animals to stun them while hunting, cutting up hunted animals, digging for root animals water. So for this three purpose, what happened, this hand axe was used. First for throwing the to animals. Okay, they used to throw this to the animals for killing them, okay, or for hunting them. Then for cutting up hunted animals, okay, they used to cut it, and for digging out. Okay, so these are the stone tools, or you can say the way they used to prepare in the time of Paleolithic. So you understood till tool. So next class we will be learning about shelter, and we'll be learning about fire, language, how they started developing their language, how they started staying, where they used to stay earlier, and now how they have started in, and after Paleolithic, how Mesolithic has started, and then we'll come to know about Neolithic. So later classes you will be learning many things, but for time being you just read out the things whatever we have done in our class. Okay, so till then we'll meet in our next class. Take care. Bye bye.